Hi everyone and welcome to the race briefing video for Sunday's Chiltern Ridge 50k. Very nice to meet you. My name's Chris. I am the race director. So let's get into everything that you need to know. Now, the first thing to say is there is a road closure just next to Fuzzy's farm. A big sinkhole has appeared in the last couple of days and it's closing Hempstead Lane. So those of you that would have been coming from a sort of a westerly direction, so say from Berkhamsted or Tring, Oldbury, Wendover, those sorts of places, you have to go a slightly longer way round. So I'll put that on the screen now just to show you where the road closure is. It is marked as closed on Google Maps. So if you type in how to get there on Google Maps, it will show you the best way to get there, avoiding that road closure. Now, what we would ask everyone to do is actually approach, regardless of which direction you're coming in from the roads that are open, we would recommend all of you actually coming through Hemel and approaching via Boxstead Road or Berkhamsted Road. You can approach from the south side of Pouchnend Lane, but it's a very narrow lane, and if you meet someone coming the other way, it can get quite chaotic quite quickly. So I would really recommend going through Hemel, coming via Boxstead Road. If you do come up Pouchnend Lane from the south, just be aware that we're operating a one-way system into Fuzzy's farm. So as you get up to Fields End Lane, there'll be a sign pointing you right. So just follow all of our blue signage and you'll get to where you need to be. Because of the road closure, because of the sinkhole, there are some big road ahead closed signs as well. You can ignore those and just follow our blue signage and you'll get where you need to be. The road closure doesn't start until after the turning into Fuzzy's farm. In terms of getting there, I would ask no one to arrive any earlier than 7:30. Arrivals between 7:30 and about 8:15 would be the recommendation, and then that's plenty of time to get yourself registered. You're parking in a field just next to the event base, so it's a very short walk, and therefore I would recommend, if you can, leaving bags and things like that in your car for the end. We do have a small bag drop available at registration, but obviously if 200 of you all bring a bag, it gets pretty busy pretty quickly. So yeah, just to and fro from that field nice and easily. It's just basically a minute. Then once you get to registration, which will be open from 7:30 until 8:45, we're going to give you your time and wristband for the day. That goes on your wrist and we use that to scan you in at different points, and we'll give you a bib, safety pins, and we've also got some maps to give you as well. While you're waiting, there's going to be coffee available in the morning, and hopefully the weather's sun is going to be shining and we can all just relax and wait for the start at 9 o'clock. So the mandatory kit that you need for this race is, let me just run through it quickly, is a phone, the route on your phone or watch, I'll come back to that, some form of water system, so soft bottles to be able to carry water with you. If you want, this isn't mandatory, but if you want to take any Coke or electrolyte drink from the aid stations, then you will need some form of cup. We don't have cups available, so you need either a soft cup or something that you can take that on board with. We are selling them if you want to buy one, and we'll give it to you at registration. I'll put a link to that on our website. We also need you to have some sort of second layer. It can be a super light thing. It doesn't need to be waterproof, just something that if you stop and you get cold, you can put that on. We also want you to have some form of payment, either via Apple Pay on your phone, Android Pay on your phone, or some cash. And then of course, I don't even think it's written in the mandatory equipment, but please wear shoes that are going to be suitable for the terrain. It is a full off-route course. So trail runners are highly recommended, but if you don't have trail runners and you're going to try your road shoes, then be super careful. There's obviously, some sections still that are a little bit muddy. There's some that are really dry, but everything in between. So please wear something that is going to be suitable for all of that. You need to have some way of having access to the running route on your phone or on your watch. We've got loads of links to downloads on our website, so you can grab it on Garmin, on Google Maps, on OS Maps, or just the raw GPX file. Please download that to a mapping app of your choice on your phone, or if you can, upload it to your watch. and then that's just there as a backup just in case you come off course. Obviously, with it being such a long race, with it 50 kilometers, it's a huge amount of signage that we put out, and just one mistake in terms of maybe someone moving something or you looking the wrong way at the wrong time, you might just miss a turning. So that's just there just in case you need to nav yourself back on course, but let's hope you don't need to use it. I'll flash a link up to all of those resources now, but it's all available on our website along with all sorts of other resources. So do have a look at that and yeah, get acquainted with all of the things we've made available for you. So as I said, the start of the race is at 9 o'clock. I will do a short race briefing at about a kind of 8:55 just to say hello, remind you what the signage looks like, and then we'll get you on your way. As you head out onto the course, the signage that you'll be following is all orange. It looks like this. So orange signs with white arrows on them. Most of them are this size, but we also have a few that are a bit bigger, like this one here. And we have these orange ribbons as well that are placed, you know, between the signage just to give you that sort of secondary indication that you're on the right place. So a mixture of orange ribbons and orange signs should get you around that 50 kilometers nice and easily. We will add a few other things just to be very helpful, which is we'll let you know when some road crossings are coming up with signs that look like that, and sometimes you'll see these wrong way signs just to make sure you don't go down the wrong paths. So that's all of our signage. It's all going to be checked before you head out by some 3 course checkers, so massive thanks to them, and you know, massive thanks to all the marshals that you're going to be seeing out on the route. We've got about 10-15 different points you'll see marshals, and a lot of those marshals are from the Buck Search and Rescue team, who are a local charity and are, you know, supporting us for the 5th year in a row, which is really, really cool. In terms of safety, getting across roads and things like that, so we will be marshalling some road crossings, but not all of them, so you will need to take accountability of that. Don't just follow the runner in front of you, make sure you look left and right and only cross when it's clear, as you normally would do when you're out on a run. Take out any headphones or anything like that, and yeah, just really be aware of your surroundings. Of course, it's a trail race, so there's lots of uneven paths and routes and gates and things like that. Just be careful and make sure you close any gates. There are, you know, occasionally fields with livestock in, predominantly sheep. There may well be horse riders and things like that out. So just be super respectful to all the animals and all the humans that you see. Give everyone a smile and yeah, just be courteous of other people that you see. There are 4 checkpoints along the route, and those checkpoints are at 8 kilometers, 17, 30 and 43. The 8 kilometer mark is just a water and gel checkpoint. That's just to give you a bit of a top up of your supplies before you get to that kind of first major checkpoint at Little Gadsden Village Hall, which is the 17k mark. So the 17k mark and the 30k, both of those you have access to toilets, and a kind of a full buffet of everything you would expect. Whereas, yeah, that 8k checkpoint is really just water and gels. And the 4th checkpoint is a major checkpoint as well, but we don't have toilets at that checkpoint. You do pass a pub very soon after the 4th checkpoint, which I'm sure you could go in and quickly use the loo if you needed to. But yeah, there's proper toilet facilities at 17 and 30 kilometers. I really wouldn't recommend inviting your friends and family to those checkpoint locations because predominantly there isn't much parking available. Checkpoint 1, there's absolutely no parking available. The 17k mark, there is a coronation party happening in the playing field, so it's going to be hectic. In Oldbury, which is checkpoint 3, there is a bit more space, but it is limited parking, and then checkpoint 4, there's no parking whatsoever. So if you're planning to try and sort of follow your runner around the route, it's way better to do it by just finding different, you know, dog walker car parks or just general public car parks that you know you'll be able to park at, which there are plenty the route kind of crosses over. So I would recommend doing your research on that, and please don't turn up en masse to the checkpoint locations. Now, if there is an emergency out on the route or you can't continue, you've hurt yourself, if you can get to a checkpoint or a marshal to alert us at that point, then that's great. But if you can't, there is an emergency number on your bib, just give that a call and we will come out and we'll help you. I would really recommend as well downloading the OS Locate or the What 3 Words app onto your phone so that you can tell us exactly where you are so we can easily get someone out to you. The cut-offs, so there's a 9-hour cut-off in place for the race, which means 6 p.m, assuming we start on time at 9. If we do start very slightly late, we will push the cut-offs to keep that 9 hours available. So assuming that 9 o'clock start, that means that we would expect everyone to be through checkpoint 3, which is the 30k mark, by 2:25, and then through the 43k mark by 4:45. Okay, so if anyone's significantly behind that, then we might, for safety reasons, pull you out of the race. If you're close to it, we'll give you every chance to finish. But yeah, just be aware of those times and keep an eye on them if you're going to be fairly close to the cutoff. Okay, so the other things to say in terms of, when you finished, we've got food available. So Fuzzy is, who owns the farm, as you can imagine, he is putting on a barbecue. So there's going to be hot dogs, burgers, vegetarian options, all sorts of stuff going on there. We also have the coffee. The coffee van is going to be there all day, and they also have, I think, milkshakes and smoothies and snacks and stuff like that. And then we've also got a massive crate of beer from Mad Squirrel. So yeah, get involved in all of that. We're going to be doing an award ceremony at about 2 p.m. So please hang around for that if you can. I mean, a lot of you will still be running, but yeah, it's hard to get that balance right of doing the award ceremony before all of the quick people leave, but so a lot of you can actually watch it. So about 2:15 we'll do an award ceremony. Those that are there, give them a big round of applause, and there'll be prizes for some age category winners as well. So there's going to be t-shirts for sale. We've got the blue ones like this one, we've got some grey ones, we've got some tech tees, we've got some female fit ones. If you've pre-ordered a t-shirt, then you will be given that at registration. We'll give you a choice of the colours, but if you haven't, come to the shop after you finish. We've got loads of them available. They're all for sale, along with actually some of these Yugoku Projects caps. We got Daryl there from Yugoku. Massive thanks to him for supporting us. He's been giving out some caps for prizes for the winners for all of our races this year. And while I'm on that, a massive thanks to Mountain Fuel, Cheer Charge, On Track Nutritionist, and all sorts of other people that are supporting us and making this event happen. There's some really good prizes on offer and things that we're getting, and yeah, we really appreciate the support that we get. We've got a photographer out there. They're going to be getting some shots of you. We'll get those up on the website as quickly as we can. If the weather stays, reasonable, we've got a drone that's going to be out getting some really nice aerial footage. The results are live, available as soon as you finish. Just head to runawayadventures.com/results. So guys, thanks very much for signing up. Really appreciate your support. It's a fantastic race. 5th Chiltern Ridge Ultra Trail Sunday. See you there.